Oh, Your Honor, there would be one thing at the end.
Go ahead. Okay. All right, I'm going to adopt in full the recommendation from probation that you went over. 12-month probation, the terms 1 through 10 that you went over with Mr. Bowditch are all adopted. That includes the 8 days on the court work program. ISS work program is an alternative to jail. You get to pick the days, you schedule them on your own. Fines and costs total $1,500. Can you pay that today?
You pay 1,000 of it.
Okay, go downstairs and make arrangements for the balance.
Your Honor?
Yep.
Before we end this, Mr. Jones has an extensive work history and work responsibilities. He was wondering if there's any way he could convert his work program to community service.
You've got extensive responsibility at a place you've been for 6 months?
I've been there almost actually a year so far now.
What's your regular shift?
8 to 5.
Monday through Friday?
Yes, sir.
On the weekends, Your Honor, he has custody of his daughter.
How old's your daughter, sir?
5.
Fun age. She still likes people now. Another 8 years, she won't like anybody. All right, I'll convert your 8 days to 48 hours community service. Any nonprofit charity, we've got a list downstairs that are pre-approved if you want to work from our list.
I told, Your Honor, you made a comment once about going to an animal shelter and taking a child and combining both. I brought those same comments to Mr. Jones. You know, that was a really good idea.
They're on our list. Yeah. If the shelter will let a 5-year-old in.
Also, Your Honor, on that day, there was a weapon and a knife confiscated. The CPA, he had a CPL that expired. Is there any way
Fine.
that he gets his, the gun, he may understand the forfeiture, but he'd like the knife?
I would talk to Miss Manarino and see if she can make an inquiry and see if it's still available.
On the document
Yes.
for the extension, there's the prosecutor's name.
Yeah.
There's exactly. If you spoke, if you feel like, and just tell her that you were wondering if that's that, and she can give you the steps.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's been really nice to talk to you, except he's a very nice lady. So be real polite. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, Ron.
Emily, I don't know the name, but you sent me a mail request for a February show cause date
Yeah.
violation.
Mariah for Jessica Davis.
What's her problem? What's her violation?
She didn't do anything that she was supposed to do. She moved like right before sentencing, so we had her do community service and alcohol education. Hasn't done anything.
Drinking and driving? When did we sentence her?
Maybe in November or October. And she was also on Zoom because I believe we had already moved at that point, or her move was very close to sentencing.
Yeah, I'll let her Zoom.
Right.
You see these people on Zoom?
Yeah, Amber is a victim to
Recording?
money.
So that's the meeting.
Filson.
Is that a sentencing or show cause?
And I just got to ask her about
Community service, it's not gonna be for me.
Wait,
and right
No, so it's not, she's on here down at the probation counter, you just tell him to go for understand on Thursdays before he leaves.
Okay, I don't even have Filson on my docket. Oh, there he is.
Then,
I missed that one completely.
unless he wants to make.
this one, because that's his new address.
Right there.
But he could go to
Yeah, let's, you know, someone said looking.
What's that?
Said looking plan. Probably.
Okay. Thank you.
Emily Teresa is on Zoom. Who is that? Do you know?
Oh, that might be Teresa Fowler, who is the victim, one of the victims on stocks.
Okay.
I know she was.
She has a copy.
What make you want to put?
Oh, gosh.
Don't find one.
I wonder if that's the stone. Sure. Is it just not like that?
Yeah, that was the first shot. Okay. Next time that is.
I had to go on TV.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Attorney Pilkowitz for Fred Stocks. Did we allow that by Zoom?
Nope, I have not spoke to her.
Oh, she's an NDS. That's why she's coming in by Zoom, Judge.
So have we decided now NBS is staying?
They are staying.
Okay.
Yes.
For now.
Hi.
Don't worry, you
I see you.
Was that her phone driving? It was putting the jail on.
Good Joe Glimser.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Because he's still in jail and they're writing offenses from December 1st. I thought he was still in jail.
I don't know.
When did we send on the jail?
Here, Patsy. Alexis, you've been to Joe Police, she's gonna do some observing. She hasn't had a chance to meet Heather. Heather, have you met Alexis?
Hello, I was in that room back there. Well, oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I know.
So they sent her up to just observe today.
Yeah, that's fine.
I told her she could sit right there. She's like, oh, God. And I'm like,
You're not on camera. I moved the camera from there. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Back here.
So where do you want to be incognito?
So we put him in jail on December 1st, and they're saying, well, I don't know, that was after they picked him up because of that.
So what, they're writing new tickets or what?
Yeah, he got a December 1st ticket
I doubt it.
for interfering with police.
Yeah, sure, but.
The day they picked him up.
Yeah. We throw him in jail for 92 days, let it go. So they're getting ready to put warrants on these because nobody knows he's in jail.
Yeah, 2.0.
exactly.
Like up these. Did I bring Miss Polkowitz in and find out why she's here on Zoom for her sentencing?
Who's their sentencing?
Red Stocks.
Oh, that's a problem too. Sure.
Yeah. Is it a- They should call it. Thank you.
Yeah, Heather's got this whole little community going.
I do it.
Well, yeah, but I don't get to communicate with them.
Oh, I don't communicate. I'm not gonna, not like that one joke. She's fine.
Counsel, you're muted. Your camera's off.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm here on Mr. Stocks for sentencing.
Yeah, that's the problem though, counsel. My docket's live.
And I could have sworn I requested permission to appear via Zoom at our last hearing.
I don't know.
I can see if we have,
Have
I
you
guess,
talked to your guy?
Mr. Stocks is present in person. Yes.
Okay. And you've talked to him about the sentencing?
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll get him in here. Yeah, would you tell Mr. Stocks to come on in?
Same, please.
Teresa Crowder?
Thank you. Yeah, she's the victim on that one.
On this one?
Yep.
One of. I think there's more than one.
Hmm.
I think there's more than one Vic.
Teresa Doctor.
Yeah.
She's, I didn't get a response.
And Your Honor, I just spoke with Mr. Stocks. They're about 10 minutes out from the courthouse.
Oh, so
Okay.
they're not here.
They are not here. With the court, I can hop in the car and head down to Romulus, or I can see if I have a colleague from NDS out there who can stand in person, if that would be the court's preference.
Yep. He's scooped out.
I'll allow you to Zoom, but
And we
the fact that your guy's a half hour late doesn't make my tail wag.
Okay, thanks.
Understood. It was set for 1:30, so
1?
1:30.
All right. Hang out.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
You know what we might do? Remind me, we'll talk about it when Heather gets back. This docket is like almost nobody's unrepresented. I think we're going to start scheduling this docket at 1, and I'll show up at 1:30 because I'm just tired of these attorneys coming in here and there's nothing ever ready to go.
Right.
I just told Emily, I think you remind me, next time we schedule this 1 o'clock docket when almost 90% of them are represented, just tell me I'm not coming until 1:30. I'll go to lunch.
Would it help you, or be easier if we did something like separate for the show cause for all the work program community service, or is that okay with just keeping it on with our violations?
Actually, that might help because most of the show causes don't want to talk to the attorney, do they? And most of them don't show up. Yeah, that's something to give some thought to. Maybe schedule them like later, like schedule the sentencing docket to start at 1 and
So
then
let's do this, because I think we do have a couple more afternoon dockets. So schedule them at 1 and then.
show causes at 1:30 or 2 or something like that. Try that. Make sense?
Yeah.
But you know, there's no reason why the in-house guys couldn't get the PSIs and go over it all ahead of time.
Oh, they don't?
Well, I.
If they did, why did they?
That's what he says. I've already talked to my client.
These guys aren't.
That's why we send everything.
What's going on out there right now? If it's not going over the PSIs? I mean, all those people out there, well, I can see 6 people from this little doorway I've got.
But that might be the show closet. But they.
Well, then they should be in here.
Over here or over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are Hadley's.
I think Hadley is also doing violations today too.
No, Keewan is doing violations, so Hadley has only got sentencing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Keewan's doing our violations.
But do they don't, attorneys don't get the violations ahead of time? Yes. So once again. Now I know, all of their defendants aren't going to be able to be contacted, but some of them are. Is Jamie getting ready to come in the courtroom? Thanks. One of the kids last week when I was at the middle school,
You what?
one of the kids at the middle school when I went to speak to him Friday,
Mm-hmm.
was that Friday? I don't know. But somebody asked me,
He doesn't have anybody ready, they're talking.
see if anybody out there wants to waive the attorney to come on in. Somebody asked me what was the most frustrating thing, and I said, waiting for attorneys to talk to their clients. I'll have to remember that when I start doing MIDC work.
Excuse me?
When I retire.
You're gonna try and be, are you really?
Yeah. I figured it out once. I can work 28 hours a week and just about replace my salary.
I was gonna say, yeah,
They get paid damn good money.
they do. You won't wanna be NDS?
Yep. I want just
And then-
misdemeanors, no pressure.
What's your name, young lady?
Yeah, and I'll tell my clients, you're scheduled for 1 o'clock, get there at 12:30, we'll be the first on the docket.
Mhm.
I have the McFarland in here, Judge.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Kind of
gonna be working with Jim Stone on those things.
true.
I'm sorry, say that again.
There were violations.
Well, violations. Check. If Garland says, it's a scratch. It's like, it's not right.
I'm not finding a McFarland.
It's in on violations?
I've only got 2 sets files. Unless you've got some files somewhere else.
I separated the violations and the show causes.
Come on up. Oh, there you are. Good morning. Always morning somewhere. We've got a malicious use of telephone file from July 3rd, 2025. You were ordered to do 3 days on the work program? No, I said you were ordered to do 3 days on the work program. And you did not, which is why you're here. Why not?
I'm trying to make it up.
Okay. You working? Okay, 3 days in jail. Have a seat.
How many Judge Street?
3 days. Anybody else ready, Jamie?
I have a Sean. You want to go? No, that's okay, that's all right.
I'm ready for work. Who you got?
I appreciate it.
Who you got?
Joe McCarty, sir.
Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Sentencing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your appearance, counsel.
John Graziani, P number 43387, on behalf of Joe McCarty, Taylor, who's standing up.
Hello. Go ahead, counsel.
We had the opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report. There are no additions or deletions or corrections. There's one minor addition, although it's a good one. He is currently working as a technician and has been doing so in heating and cooling with good friend of his for the past month.
Good, good.
Great, especially this time of the year.
Yeah, no kidding. Getting lots of hours, I bet.
Yes, sir, especially the other lady, yeah.
That's good, good. All right, anything else before I sentence?
Nothing else, Judge, except to defer perhaps some of the work days because this weather has been
Mhm.
not too good, maybe a couple of months at least.
So it said you completed a program at Sobriety House?
Sure it is.
What, tell me what the program was.
It's basically, I have a problem with, liquor, drinking, and, it was a program that I was recommended to.
No, but tell me the details.
Oh, so
You went in for 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, I went in the inpatient program. It's a 29-day program. I went
Okay.
in there,
So you did a month inpatient.
I did a month inpatient. Yeah, I
Good.
sure did, with, classes, like AA
Good,
classes.
good. So what are you doing for them now?
Case manager. Right now, I'm at high gear, so I'm not going through.
How often you seeing somebody there?
Once a month, I see a case.
Good,
manager,
good,
therapist.
good.
Actually, missed my therapist. Yesterday, I just rescheduled today.
Okay.
But,
So how many days of sobriety you got?
I have like 70, 80 days of sobriety. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right, so get some documentation, because I'm gonna order you to do substance abuse,
Yes, sir.
right? So get some documentation so we can just keep you moving in the
Yes.
Riviera program.
Yes, sir. Oh, definitely.
Right, all right, anything else before I sentence?
No, I'm just working on this alcoholism, Your Honor. It's not happening overnight. It's a battle, but I'm working.
Yeah, that's the right attitude. You didn't get here overnight. You're not gonna fix it overnight.
Yes.
Good, good for you. I'm impressed that you didn't wait for me to tell you what to do.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Good for you. All right, so I'm gonna adopt in full the recommendation you went over with counsel. You're on probation for 12 months. The recommendations 1 through 10 are now court orders 1 through 10. That includes the substance abuse treatment. Like I said, let's get your information so we can structure our plan to work in conjunction with what you've already done. I'm ordering 8 days on the court work part. You know what? I'm gonna order 6 days for you instead of 8, just to recognize how proactive you've been.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Fines and costs, Mr. Taylor, $1,300. Can you pay that today?
No, I was, where I feel like 50 to, probably 50 shot.
Go downstairs before you get out of here. They'll tell you what all your options are. Just make sure before you get out of here, we've got some kind of plan in place. Any questions?
No other questions, Judge.
Good luck. Keep it up.
Have a good day and a good week. Everybody safe.
So walk in the door and walk out.
Oh, no, she's doing 3 days.
I just need to, I have to word it
Mm-hmm.
to make her do.
Work program is assessed as an alternative to jail.
Oh.
Counselor, you got somebody ready? Give me a name. Whitfield, come on up while I find the file.
Whitfield.
Here, Judge, I got some vops as well. Next one would be range violation prohibition.
I'm sorry, range?
It's range. Range, what's sir?
Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Range.
I think you would be 61917 period and the applicant, Mr. Range, you said, Mr. Range, please tell the judge your name, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, it looks like we're here today for a review date. Couple things, Your Honor. The defendant has been in complete compliance since I believe back in August. There is an evaluation that now has been attached to the file, which he has done per court order.
Okay, I don't have an evaluation.
You have permission to approach.
Please, please, please. Give me a minute to review.
Absolutely.
Counsel. How have you been?
Very good, thank you.
No more fires.
None.
Things are going well?
Judge, if I can, for record, his daughter-in-law is with him right now.
She's been here every time.
Sounds like he's got a lot of family support. They're very aware of the issues of working.
From where I'm standing, Mr. Range is very blessed. I said you're very blessed. You have lots of support. Yeah. All right. Emily, where are we at?
Over when we put it back on reporting or technically not reporting, there has been no issues.
Yep. Mr. Range.
Yeah.
You've stayed out of trouble since I talked to you last in July. Can you do it for a few more months?
Yeah.
You're sure? All right. You okay with that? All right. Have a nice day. Stay warm. You want those?
Yes, I'll come over.
Give me another name, counsel.
Entirety show cause.
Counsel?
Good afternoon, Your Honor, 10 QMP 64917 on behalf of Ms. Tyree, standing to my left, Ms. Tyree, please stand, please and seat. Your Honor, we're here today for show cause. It looks like I believe there were some days in the work program, these things I correct, as well as some money. It sounds like the defendant is in a position, Your Honor, to pay everything off within 60 days. She's had some issues with the work program simply because she's had to take, it cost her a bunch of money to do that.
So we're showing a balance of 300. Emily, is that right?
This is a show cause.
Oh, all right.
That's what the defendant told me.
Is that the number you thought, 300? Okay. All right, so I want to make sure we're on the same page. You owed money. I think we let you talk to the community enrichment program about doing community service hours. That wasn't working, so then they gave you the work program option and that didn't work. Is that how we got that? No, I mean, but you didn't complete it.
Right.
Right, we're all on the same page of how we got to where we're at right now. All right, but you think you can pay the 350 by when? Let's break it up. I don't want to wait 60 days to have to show cause you because we didn't get any money. So, where are you living? Okay, so not too far. Can you do like a bi-weekly payment?
I mean,
Monthly? All right, so can you do $150 within 30 days? And then balance within 60? So when you go downstairs, have them put you in the computer and let's make sure you walk out of here and you know what our number is. Because if our number is right, we just saved you $50. All right, anything else, counsel?
Thank you.
All right, good luck, Ms. Tyree.
The work program was to get the fines and costs paid off. Now she wants to do money.
Next one.
Miss Moore, please. Shelby Moore? Do you want me to call the case number with this as well, or just the?
No, I just need names.
Perfect. Should be on behalf of Miss Moore, who stands to my left. Miss Moore, please state the record.
Shelby Moore.
Judge, this is another show cause hearing. She's missed a couple of days of work program. She can get back on that right away. My understanding is she can do that right away. Is that correct? Next week?
Yes.
I'm assuming we have the ability to schedule her that quick. You want to call?
Not here.
Oh, she's not here today.
Avery?
But I would make a record too. She did make a payment today as well.
What do you owe us right now? Do you know? All right, so you paid 50 today?
Work program next week. Yes, you do.
We need 2 days.
We need 2 days. You'll have them for next week.
All right. So how flexible are you for next week? All right. Okay. Okay, this is it though. So that would be. Oh. 26 and 7?
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate it.
All right, go downstairs and see Mr. Taylor and get that schedule up. Good luck. You're welcome. Next one,
Mr. Eric Miles,
Miles.
violation of probation.
Counsel your parents.
Did PMP 64917 period on behalf of please state your name. Aaron Miles.
Thank you.
But we're here for a possible violation of probation. There's a couple issues. My understanding is, in looking at the defendant's paperwork, he is in compliance except for possibly picking up a new case.
Ms. Trolley, you got anything on substance abuse evaluation or batter's counseling?
This, I guess, documentation.
I received documentation from his therapist this morning, Your Honor, indicating that he completed individual therapy session.
Good. Was that for the batter's counseling?
That's what's indicated. However, I know he started this, or at least started this program. So
Right.
6 week 26 for the cause for concern, that I'm not sure if there was enough. But his therapist did indicate, and did provide a certificate of achievement for successfully completing parenting skills and domestic violence.
All right, but it wasn't the 26 weeks we ordered.
Judge, if I may, I believe he's doing that as well.
So,
That's separate
Hold on,
from,
hold on. Only one of you can talk.
so I believe separate from this, he started with
Okay.
that as well.
Okay,
I started batters on the January 12th. I'm not completed with it.
okay. Where at?
In Southfield, with my therapist.
Okay. Same therapist?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And that's a 26-week program? Okay. All right, what about the substance abuse evaluation?
Judge, that was done as part of the Believe and Trust and Change Counseling. So I don't have the actual evaluation itself, other than statements stating that it had.
Okay, but I need to see the evaluation because based on the evaluation is what's next.
No, for sure.
Right.
I understand. that.
Okay.
I understand. So they have to provide that actual evaluation to probation.
Emily, when's our next date?
We have February 12th at 1 p.m.
All right, let's do this. All right, Mr. Miles, February 12th is your next date.
Right.
So what we need is documentation so we know what you've done and what you're doing. All right. So here's the way it works. I want to see the results of that substance abuse evaluation, because if they tell me that they don't think you need any further follow-up, then you don't do any. If they tell me that they think you need some outpatient, then I'm going to order outpatient.
Right.
At this point, it's a document shuffle. If you get that stuff to counsel quick, then we'll probably have this all resolved, so you don't have to take another day off work to be here to hear me tell you what my result is.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Judge. That's a gift. You,
Thank-
seriously, I'm trying to avoid you coming back here.
I'm missing work right now.
Right. All right, what was that, February what?
12th at 1 p.m.
All right, we got a plan,
That was
1 p.m. Council, we got a plan?
Sounds good, Judge.
All right, good luck, Mr. Miles.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Who's next, Council?
Mr. Gibson, Your Honor, show cause, GIPSON. Mr. Gibson, sir, can you please state your name for the record?
Wade Gibson.
Your Honor, Tim Kuhn appearing today on behalf of Mr. Gibson, standing to my left, Your Honor, today is a show cause. Specifically, my understanding is the defendant missed some days from the work program. Your Honor, we've got a note here from his doctor. He is suffering heart failure right now. He is unable to do that work program.
What's the plan?
It sounds like he's made, am I correct in saying you paid everything off? Are able to pay everything off?
No, what's the plan with your heart problem?
When doctor says like cardio, therapy, a bunch of meds.
Okay, then if you're in heart failure, they're gonna do something to save your life.
See my doctor. There's not much to do, almost 20% right now. I mean,
They're not talking about stents
No,
or,
I still find like that. It's been justified failure because my heart don't work like it's supposed to. It's only pumping at 20% right now.
Typically treated with medication, Your Honor. That's how they deal with that.
okay. Oh, is this 3 days?
Yeah, so he's missed days, he's unable to do those days right now. He is able to pay everything in full.
That takes care of the money, but it don't take care of the time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert your 3 days work program, which remember, work program was an alternative to jail. Right? So jail is option A. Seldom do people choose that one. Then I gave you work program. Now I'm gonna convert it to 18 hours community service. So that means charity work. You can find some charity work that's not strenuous. Okay, so, sorting clothes somewhere, answering the phone for some charity, opening their mail. It's going to take you're going to have to work harder to find some place that you can do it that fits your restrictions. So I'm going to give you 60 days to get 18 hours on. Don't wait 30 days to get started. All right, good luck with your heart problems.
Thank you, Your Honor, appreciate it.
You're welcome. Next one.
Black. Ms. Black, here today for a show cause, you know. Ms. Black, can you please state your name for the record? Or I'm sorry, Mr. Black, you're on a violation of probation. Let's start that all over.
I'm looking. Emily, let's put these just in alphabetical
Okay.
instead of the different files. I'm not smart enough to jump back and forth. Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, you're here today for violation of probation. The defendant is aware he's got a right to be hearing. Essentially, he's been here before the judge. Last time he was here, he was told he had to take care of some days in the work program. He was able to do so. I have looked at some text messages from his work indicating they were going to fire him back in December if he missed work. He didn't miss work, he missed the work program. Judge is here today. He no longer has that job. He's got plenty of time to do the work program. We're hopeful that you might consider that as an alternative to jail. Given that he's no longer working, he can clear that up ASAP. Am I correct in saying that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you lose a job?
To me, I just feel like my boss was too entitled. Everyone was second time calling off, but she had that man with me.
Why'd you call off?
I can't remember what I called off.
This started out as a felony charge. You understand that? Mr. Black, I don't think I'm doing you a favor not putting you in jail. I think I should put you in jail. Because I don't think you understand the bullet you dodged when you got a misdemeanor plea. So you're standing here facing jail time and you lost the job anyhow. You're not making good decisions, bro. Where was the job at?
Sure.
What were you doing?
Merch manager.
Who manager?
Merch manager.
How long were you there?
7 months.
How old are you? Where'd you go to high school? Graduate? What was your GPA?
25.
What's your long range plan?
What's the sales rep going into like marketing and all that and everything, but they end up letting me go because of my background check. Yes.
What came up? You got some felony record?
It's okay.
This one?
Yes.
And where you live?
Detroit.
We still got a Taylor address. Is that a good mailing address?
Oh wait, yeah, that's still my.
Grandma's a good mailing address? You got a driver's license? Why not? Why? Too many points? When can you get it back? Miss-
Yeah, Your Honor, with his girlfriend, I believe he does have some family support that are aware of this to a certain extent.
Mr. Black, I feel like I need to have you come in here once a week just so I can mentor you. How old are you? Dude. You can't accomplish much without driving privileges in the state. You know, we ain't in Chicago where you can take buses everywhere. And you don't know what it takes to get your license back?
I think I have to just pay off my tickets.
Think one more.
All right, so first of all, I'm not putting you in jail today. I stress today. I might still put you in jail, but not today. I'm going to give you some work program. I'm going to penalize you. I'm going to give you 4 days. You're going to have to finish the 4 days on the work program. If you do that, then I'm done with you. You don't owe us any money, right?
You didn't charge him.
Yeah, yeah. You walked into my courtroom with a felony charge on your record. You walked out and didn't even owe any money. You don't understand what a gift you get. The prosecutor gave you a gift. I gave you a gift.
Your Honor, he was also ordered to engage in, anger management as well.
And that didn't happen either?
We
Wow.
had him, or told him to provide documentation by January 5th, and he failed to do so.
Did you do any anger management?
Not, Your Honor.
Why? What? You're not working? What? Seriously, tell me what's going on. What's stressing you out, dude? What, you don't have stable housing?
Just about 2 weeks ago, just got stable housing.
All right, so you didn't have stable housing. All right. Brother, you need a job.
They could hear us.
Do you consider a review date a couple of weeks out with a number of hoops to jump through between now and then?
I want to get him a job, but I can't get him transportation.
I was gonna reference that license judge, maybe take a look at his driving record, see what's going on, try to get it in the right direction as it relates to that as well.
Listen to me. Yes, I'm going to give you some time. Hear my heart. I want to help you because I don't want you spending time in places like this 5 years down the road. All right, February 12th.
Are you having work program done?
I am.
So is he doing 8 days or just 4 days?
How many were you ordered to do originally? How many has he done?
He has done 2 days till,
So he walked in the door owing us 2.
he was ordered 4 days, he's completed 2.
All right, so you're going to do 4. I'm penalizing you 2 days. All right, so get a plan in place for the anger management. Finish the 4 days in the work program as scheduled. Don't call and say, I got to reschedule one of my 4. Whatever you walk out of here today, whatever 4 days you pick today, those are the days you're going to do. Yes? Okay. We'll talk on February 12th. I would suggest between now and February 12th, go to the Secretary of State and find out what you need to get on the road legally. All right? And when I say I want to get you a job, dude, I have people that will hire you if you'll show up and work every day you're scheduled. I got their cards up here on my bench. But you got to show up and you don't call in because you got a sniffle, right? You grab a box of Kleenex and you go to work. If you're willing to make some life changes, I'm willing to put myself out there to help you. Are you listening to me? But man, you got to start making good decisions. You're 21, so you only got a couple more years where you can use young and dumb as an excuse for doing things wrong. But when you're 30, you can't keep saying, well, you know. And I've never walked in your shoes, brother. And if you feel like I'm being dismissive, I don't know what you've gone through. I have no idea and I don't care right now because I know tomorrow's a new day for you. And I'll help you change things if you'll work with me. So February 12th, 2026, 1 PM was it?
Yes.
All right. And get your attorney's phone number.
I appreciate it.
Good luck. Oh, he does owe us some money on something else though. Expired license and speeding tickets. My paperwork says you owe us $642. Are you in a position to make any kind of payment plan on that?
And $50 a week.
Can you pay that? You sure? I'll tell you what. Everybody out there raise your hand if you owe the court money. Cover your ears. I don't want you to hear this. I'll hold off on this until we get a plan so we know what has to be done on your license. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Next one.
Tony Whitted.
I'm sorry, Whitted?
Whitted, WHITTED.
Got it.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tim Kuhn on behalf of the defense, standing to my left. State your name again, ma'am.
Tony Whitted.
Judge, I'm here today for a show of cause.
What do I got here? So I've got a double parking, expired license, and a no insurance, right? Okay.
Correct, Judge. I think we're here on the violation of the payment plan, is that correct?
Yes, on the payment plan, so this particular case that the hearing is for, there's a balance of $15.
Well, excuse me. It's for all three.
It's all of them.
Yeah, it's all three.
Together.
So what our record shows you currently owe on all three, I don't know what the breakdown is $435. Does that fit what you've got?
Yes.
Yeah, that,
Okay. All right. So we gave you the option to do 29 hours of community service, right? And that didn't work. So what's your plan to take care of your obligation?
I've been paying $50 a month. I missed a payment or two, and that's why I got those.
All right. So you want to just keep running the $50 a month?
And I can make a payment today.
All right. You may if you can. So if you have the ability to pay $50 a month, I'll run with it. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Next one.
Judge, I'll be back. Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, what do you have?
Sentencing, Your Honor, on Joe Nathan Johnson.
Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did Mr. Stock show up?
Yes.
Counsel, you're up next. Go ahead, Mr. Bowditch, your appearance.
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
Fourth record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Johnson. Sir, could you tell the judge your name and record, please?
Joe Nathan Johnson.
Thank you.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for sentencing in this matter. I have received the PSI. I have reviewed the PSI. You have two corrections, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
One in the number of children. Mr. Johnson just had his sixth child who is present out in the auditorium out there and who is lovely.
Congrats.
And he has a new work at RXO Shipping in Canton.
What do they ship?
All kinds of stuff, they do like home.
Okay. Okay. What are you doing there?
I actually want one on the shirts and I was shipping all to people.
All right. Full time?
Right
Good.
now, we laid off the love on.
Okay. How long?
They said the beginning or middle of February,
How long you been off?
they're off 6 weeks after Christmas.
Oh, you got to get a different job, dude. What are they paying you?
But it's
Oh, you
right
got-
up the street from home, so
What's that?
it's right up the street from home. So
You got transportation issues?
mom got
Yeah. What's wrong with your license?
it suspended since I never had it.
I believe, Your Honor, he may have a DLAD
Hmm.
hearing in the future. I have given him the number of his sick.
All right, anything before I sentence, gentlemen?
No, Your Honor, we would request that you adopt the recommendations of probation.
Mr. Johnson, nothing to add? All right, I'm gonna go along with the recommendations. We put you on probation for 12 months. Items 1 through 12 that were recommendations are now court orders. That includes 8 days on the work program. I assess work program as an alternative to jail. You pick the scheduled day. Fines and costs on the file, $1,500. You bring that much money today? Go downstairs and talk about your options. You also owe us money on another file. Failed to display a valid license from 2025. Looks like that's $650. So make some kind of a global arrangement downstairs to get that paid off. They'll tell you what your options are. Questions? Good luck.
Schedule this work program at the same time, Your Honor?
Yeah, same place, same time.
State off, he has time to complete it.
Get it done. Try to get the days done so when they call you for work, you can go. All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel, Mr. Stocks, come on up. Counsel, you're appearing for Stocks.
Neighborhood Defender Service by Jackie Pilkowitz, P81653 on behalf of Mr. Stocks. Mr. Stocks, will you state your name for the judge, please?
Thank you. And Teresa, what's your last name? You're muted.
I'm Crowder, and I got my daughter Isabella Collins here. She's the victim too.
All right. Anything either one of you ladies want to tell me before I sentence?
I just want to let Mr. Stocks know that his wife really gets him in messed up situations. First his daughter and then us.
Anything else, ladies?
Really put a mental emotion on us.
This wouldn't have happened if they didn't do what they did. They put themselves in this situation. We didn't do anything to put them in this situation, but they put themselves in this situation.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Counsel.
Yes,
have
Judge.
Have you and Mr. Stocks had a chance to look at the report and recommendation?
I have, Your Honor, and I shared it with Mr. Stocks and his wife, who he gave me permission to share it with via email. It appears to be factually accurate with regard to the recommendation, Judge. I believe the recommendation is for 12 months probation.
Correct.
I'm asking for 6 months probation. I do believe this was a one-off incident. It's very clear that I don't think Mr. Stocks has any criminal history aside from something from back in 1989, which popped up. This was a familial dispute for which Mr. Stocks was forced to intervene. I would also remind the court that this is a 771.1 deferred sentence agreement. So I think what's appropriate, Judge, would be a 6 months term and come back for review. I have no doubt that Mr. Stocks will comply with any terms and conditions of probation that this court sets.
All right. Counsel, you and I have a different definition of criminal history because Mr. Stocks has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different files out of our court that he owes money on. Some of these might be civil infractions, but I think some of them are misdemeanors too. Granted, they're not felonies and they're not what most people would consider to be serious stuff. They're all involving animals. So dog at large, unlicensed domestic animals. But the gentleman has a history of not taking care of his business with my building. That's a problem. So deny your request to put it for 6 months. I'll do it for 12. You can always petition the court halfway through if he's been compliant. Anything else?
And Judge, I would just ask, I don't think that batterer's counseling is necessary or warranted, honestly, in this instance. This was not a situation of abuse between domestic partners, as the victim, Teresa Crowder, shared with you. This was really an incident between her and her sister through which Mr. Stocks felt compelled to intervene. So for those reasons, I don't think that that would be warranted as a term and condition of probation.
Well, I got pretty much the whole incident report as part of my pre-sentence investigation report. And there's a gentleman here that's got some anger issues.
then
So I don't necessarily think we need a 26-week program, but he needs to address this anger shit.
understood, Judge. Then I would just ask perhaps that the order of probation could read anger management within the discretion of the probation department. Oh,
I'll go along with that.
thank you.
I'll go along with that. All right.
Can I say something?
Hang on,
Counsel,
Mr. Stocks. You do absolutely you absolutely have the right to say something on your own behalf at the time of sentencing. And if you want to make a statement, you can. My advice typically is I don't think a statement's necessary at this point, but you have the absolute right to say something if you wish to. So go ahead and take the floor if you would like.
Good afternoon, counsel. She broke my wife's nose. She gave her 2 black eyes and there was blood everywhere. That's the only reason I held her hands.
okay, but what I read was there were a lot more than holding hands.
That's all I did.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else? All right, I'm going to order 40 hours of community service. Everything you saw is a recommendation. We'll do it for a delayed sentence. So after 12 months, if you do everything you're supposed to, including stay out of trouble, it'll be dismissed. It won't stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Any questions about this file? Counsel?
No, Your Honor, no questions.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Stocks, you owe us $3,816 on all these other files. I don't see that you've ever made a payment on any of them.
Not familiar with it.
So you're telling me somebody else named Fred Allen Stocks has come in here with these 14 files?
It's my nephew's dog.
But it's his charge, and I didn't ask you to talk.
Judge, if I may intervene, there's also, just for what it's worth, Mr. Stocks does suffer with some short-term memory loss, which was also the basis for the no contest plea in our case. So I just wanted the court to be aware. I'm anticipating that his wife, Lisa, is the woman who just spoke out in the courtroom. She often does speak on his behalf, particularly as it pertains to his memory issues. So she might be able to shed more light on that. But I don't want the court to think he's being insincere when he says, I don't know what you're talking about. This has been my experience
Fair
over the
enough.
last several months.
Fair enough. Okay. So, Mr. Stocks, I've got files going back to 2023. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different files from 2024. In every one of them, you came in here and can you tell me if any of these were defaulted civil infractions? They're all civil infractions? Yeah. So these are all civil infractions, which technically is just like a speeding ticket. If you get a speeding ticket or any other civil infraction and you don't contact the court, you get in default and you owe money. And you owe $3,800. And we've been scheduling hearings and you're not showing up. We can't help you if you're not here. Ma'am, out in the hallway or I'm going to put you in jail for contempt. Contempt of court, $100. You want to pay the $100 or you want to go to jail? I've asked you a question. You can talk now. All right, go downstairs and make arrangements. We'll send your husband down when I'm done with him.
I do have brain damage.
Okay. But you still got to take care of your tickets. You know, if you come in to see us, 2023, when you get the tickets, if you come in to see us, we put you in contact with prosecutors, they work out deals. But when we don't hear from people, the system just takes off on its own. So how do we resolve these files? How's your health? Hold on, counsel. How's your health? Can you do charity work?
I guess.
Like volunteer at a church or something like that? Counsel, I'm willing to give him a review date if you want to try to work out some kind of plan, because I'll close files out for charity work. But I gotta get these files closed.
Understood, Judge. And my thought would also be a payment plan. I don't know. Mr. Stocks and I spoke about that last time. Mr. Stocks, do you think you might be able to make a payment of $50 a month or $100 a month, something to that effect towards this outstanding balance?
Yes, I get the laundry room.
Let me ask you this. If you call in all your markers, can you come up with $1,000?
Yeah.
When?
Today, if I have to.
Today? You bring $1,000 today or tomorrow by 3, and I'll close all those files out. I'll waive $2,800.
Appreciate that. I will pay her.
All right.
And Mr.
Tomorrow by
Stocks,
3.
if you get 800 or 700, please call me because I'm sure we can work something else out with the court.
No, you can't. No, you can't. This is a one-time deal. If I'm going to discount it that much, I want my money so I can close all these files and be done with them.
Understood, Judge.
Yep. I'll put him on a payment plan and get the full 38. But if he wants this kind of a deal, I gotta close these files tomorrow. All right. On today's file, did I give him fines and costs on today's file? I don't think I got to that yet.
I don't believe so. I haven't heard yet on the misdemeanor sentencing.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order the restitution, which was $329, and I'm gonna order the oversight fees, but I'm not gonna put any fines or court costs on it.
Thank you, Judge.
That's a separate file that you can put a payment plan on that one. The $3,800 goes away if you bring us $1,000. We clear? All right. Do you want me to write all that down? Can you write that down? Here, do it right on this. Do it right on that. All right, counsel, I'm sure you were taking notes.
I've got it, Judge.
Okay, so we're gonna give him a piece of paper that says the $3,800 is settled for $1,000 between now and 3 p.m. And that today's money, he can set up a payment plan, $50 a month or whatever he can swing.
Understood.
You got it?
How much is today's?
$329.
No, it was because I got oversight fee. No, I'm not charging. I'm not gonna charge because we're not gonna do a reporting probation. So it's $329. I'm not gonna put you on a reporting probation. You stay out of trouble. You get the anger management stuff that satisfies her. So do all the boots on the ground stuff and no new charges. And then you don't have to deal with probation at all. Clear, counsel?
Crystal, Judge.
All right. And stick with her. She'll help you walk through this process. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You got her number?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Have a nice day.
All right, Mr. Stocks, you can head out. I'm going to give you a call shortly.
Thank you, counsel.
Thanks,
Mr. Hadley,
Judge.
what do you got?
You're a couple different sentencing hearings.
Give me a name.
Go with. Your Honor, let's do Mr. Keith Mosan. I've got ready in front of me right here.
What's the name?
Keith, last name Mosan, M as in Mary, Osson. I can pull another one out the stack. We don't have that one.
I got it.
Sure. Attorney Josh, I have the hearing on behalf of my client. Am I mispronouncing the last name? Yes. Please help me. Pete Mawson, my apologies, Your Honor.
Mawson?
Yes, Mr. Mawson.
There's moss in the trees. See? Right? Moss in the trees. Go ahead.
So as Mr. Mawson had just stated his name on the record, for today's date and time. We could have a chance to privately go to the PSI and simply.
Good.
Factual additions, deletions, or corrections to make the PSI. As for the recommendations, Your Honor, we do not. Your Honor, we would ask the court to adopt the recommendation in full, and we are prepared for an allocution as my client does present to this court with, well, I would just say, positive work and positive progress since we.
Good. Good. Share it.
Yeah, please. Well, you know what? A lot of times I like to do all the jabbering, but I believe my client may be the
Perfect.
to hear from on the progress that's been going on.
Bring me up to speed.
So. My background, I have extensive, I got extensive criminal record. Got a pain, like the past. I suppose I'd be wise. Last one on the ball.
Last year?
Yes.
Oh, that's Livonia? No. Okay. This one. Okay, March 7th. Go ahead. Okay,
After that, I sat down and I thought about it. Said lots of, everything I did. To consider my criminal background, it's hard for me to get it.
sure.
Full time. I work in Novi. I don't have license or anything, so I either Uber, catch the bus, go to ride. I gotta figure out a way.
Yeah, it gets expensive.
Every day.
Yeah.
Since I've been here, I want to become supervisor.
Good,
School full time and get my bachelor's in accounting.
good. Where are you going to school?
It's very good.
Okay,
Those are things I've been going up and trying to get. With the housing, and the current time I'm living with my brother.
okay.
Could be everything up
Mhm,
here.
mhm.
So.
There's been also been counseling with team wellnesses and, other.
Seeing one, some, one line. I would have to represent
Mr. Mawson, tell me one thing you've learned through the counseling.
patients, can't give up. Yeah, and stay busy, try to stay busy and find, activities to do.
Mhm. Last week, I was lucky. I got to go speak to a bunch of middle school kids, and I'm a big Abe Lincoln fan. He's got some great quotes. I don't know if they're all really his, but he's got some great quotes that are attributed to him. And one of them, I'm going to paraphrase it, but one of them is, "You haven't failed until you quit." Yeah. Yeah. Okay, anything else?
And Your Honor, I feel like I could probably continue to just bolster where my client's been going, but again, I don't think proud's the right word, but I'm inspired, I think, to just see that somebody who has dealt with a lot of adversity and just owns their past
Mhm.
outright and doesn't make excuses.
Yeah.
But instead focuses on where the path forward is. For those reasons, Your Honor, I think my client's going to be a great candidate to comply with the conditions of probation. As he stated, transportation certainly is an issue. I'm kind of looking through the recommendations.
Right.
Yeah, I think the probation department will work with him. I think.
I'm in your plan.
Alright, so,
I found the bus driving some days on the weekend when they don't find it. First of all, I'll make it. Start to work. That's something I would need to go anywhere else. Going to school online.
Well, until I just changed your sentencing terms, you were going to have to show up here for work program, but I'm going to help you with that. All right. Anything else?
Your Honor, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I think you just.
Good plan. Okay. All right. So you're on probation at circuit court? Where's that at? When they put you on probation? When did they put you on probation? 2-year probation? What hoops do they have you jumping through?
I was going through AA reform AA class with them. I completed that with them. She was telling me that she was about to get my community service suspended because I'm working full-time at the school.
Okay.
And she also told me let her know when I get sentenced with this, because there's no need to be on 2 different.
Good.
probations.
Good.
She might talk to her supervisor.
Good. I'd be happy to take you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay.
No, Your Honor, I think.
We're good?
So the audience,
Yeah.
I think we've covered the main
Yeah.
points and,
All right.
prepare this court ruling.
I'm going to give you my terms of sentence and then I want to share something with you. Okay. So we've got 2 charges. One is the driving offense, which was a fail to display valid license. I'm going to put you on probation on both of them for 12 months. All the recommendations that you went over with Mr. Hadley, those are court orders, except I'm changing the work program to hours of community service charity work, 60 hours of charity work. I don't care where you're at, church, soup kitchen, Salvation Army, as long as it's a registered, with the IRS, registered nonprofit, we'll give you a list of organizations in our area. You don't have to work off that list. You can find someplace closer to home for transportation purposes. All right. Yeah, you'll find something. What I would suggest you do is make arrangements with somebody and then contact Ms. Tiroli and make sure she says, yeah, that'll work. Because I don't want you to be 10, 20 hours in and for us to tell you that that doesn't meet our requirements. All right. So the total on the file, $1,500 on count 1, $500 on count 2. Go downstairs and talk about options on that. I've given you a lot of stuff to do. To me, the least important one is the money. If you're having trouble with the money, I want you to do everything else. We'll work with you on the money. I want all the other stuff in play. All right. Now, something I want to share with you. Did you even notice that one of the things that shows up in that report is your ACE score of 5?
Adverse childhood experience. Stimulus test.
Are you familiar with them? All right. This is not part of my sentence. I'm going to strongly encourage you to do a little research online. Check out ACEs, adverse childhood events. I'm looking at the white in the beard. I think if you go into that, and I can tell by talking to you, you got a lot going on up here. Okay. If you do some research on that with a real open, like with a really inquisitive mind, I want to understand this. You'll read stuff in that whole body of research. You'll read stuff and you'll think, that's me. Huh. I always wondered why I kept doing stuff that I knew wasn't good for me, but I did it anyhow. Okay. So short version. We all experience trauma. All right. At every age, we all experience trauma, right? And trauma could be, the death of a loved one, somebody close to you. Trauma could be physical or emotional abuse. I mean, there's all different, if your parent was in jail while you were little, that could be trauma on a kid. There's all these different events that classify as adverse childhood events. Okay. If you suffer enough trauma during that formative part of your years, your brain is actually rewired. It develops in a way that your brain's not supposed to develop, but it develops that way because it's self-defense. It's like, I got to survive whatever's going on. This is the way my brain develops so I can survive, right? So your brain develops a way of doing things that get you through the trauma.
Certain core attorney. Wrote I don't know what you call it.
Yeah. They talked about this stuff. Here's the best way and I wish I could take ownership of this because I heard somebody else say it this way and it's like, so you agree with me that, our brain develops a certain way to deal with our reality. And, your reality is different than mine, right? When you were 6, you didn't have my reality when I was 6. It just, right? We're all individuals. So your brain's developed a way to deal with your reality. But as your reality changes, you can't still use the same tools. So here's the analogy I heard. Picture this. There's a real wide river, and there's a bunch of people on the south side of the river trying to figure out how are we going to get across the north side of the river because it's deep and it's rushing, right? So they're all like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? One guy gets the big idea, right? He goes down, he cuts down a bunch of bamboo, and he builds a raft. And he gets across the river. He's got it licked now, right? So he's continuing on his journey. Everybody's still on the other side of the river because they didn't figure it out yet, but he's continuing his journey. Well, as he continues on his journey, he gets to a mountain. Guess what he does? He takes that damn raft up the mountain because, damn it, that raft got him across the river. It's not helping him get up the mountain, it's hurting him. But he's taking the raft up the river, damn it, because that's the tool that saved him back there. Isn't that a great analogy? Somebody agree with me. I think it's great.
Awesome.
I thought it was a great analogy because seriously, I've done this for a long time. I've watched the way people screw things up because they're still trying to carry their raft. They're not crossing any more rivers, but they're still carrying a raft. And I think if you do the research, I think it might help you because you're reinventing yourself right now. That's what I heard when when he was encouraging you to tell me what's been going on. I'm hearing about a guy at 48 that's reinventing himself. Okay. I think this will help you in that process because it's easier to make changes when we understand why we do what we do. I think this is really powerful stuff. Okay. I spent too much time on it already. Anything else on sentencing?
No,
I'd love for you to come back here in a month or two and tell me, hey, I did that. Here's my thought process. I'd love to hear it. That would make my tail wag like you can't imagine. All right. Good luck. What's next? Mr. Hadley?
Question you got is,
Your Honor, next ready to go on Elizabeth Borsay.
Borsay with a V?
Borse or Borsay? Borse, yeah, oh, for
With a V?
V, with a V as in Victor. Borse. I'm saving.
Got it.
I'd like to say that.
Your appearance.
Thank you. Please state your full name for the record. Sorry.
Elizabeth Vorse.
Thank you.
Josh Atkinson, on behalf with my client, Miss Elizabeth Force. Today's the date and time set for sentencing. We would have a chance to review the BSI. We have no factual relations corrections to make. Practically speaking, we have one question.
Good.
And it is about condition number 6,
Gotcha.
the testing for, or the fingerprint.
Right.
I believe MSP was the arresting.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Are we talking one of the outposts or is she able to?
We got all that. What happened to that paperwork? Is it in here somewhere?
Yep, it's in file.
Oh, it's right here. Yeah, so she's got to go to MSP South and she only do it Thursday mornings.
If that might say Taylor, okay.
Yeah.
She's a resident of Toledo. Maybe if we could get, does it say 14 days to get that one?
We
done?
give her till February 5th, so she's got 2 Thursdays. I mean, she can even try on your way home today. Maybe they'll take you this afternoon. I don't know.
No, it's better than a drive up.
Might as well try.
That we're just kind of trying to hope that it wouldn't happen.
So we'll give you the paper you need when you walk in. Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, Your Honor, no issues. Awesome. So as I have, yeah, right here. That's what you're looking for. If you Google folks 22, it'll take. Okay, Your Honor.
Post 25, I think. Post 22 is somewhere else. I think. I know it says post 22 is.
It's in Taylor. Just Google Michigan State Police, Taylor, Michigan.
There's the one in Oak Park and the one in Taylor. I think those are the only outposts or anywhere
Yep.
close to here anymore that are like substation or that aren't substations. Otherwise, Your Honor, all other conditions, recommendations, we would ask the court to adopt for.
Ma'am, anything you want to add? All right.
Well, let me say that.
He can't help himself.
You can celebrate a little bit. So how many days are we looking at?
70.
All right.
For you.
So, yeah.
How? What are you doing?
I'm a caregiver actually for seniors.
So focus the, what was I doing with my time and some of the issues into other people's needs. I think would be the cleanest way to kind of what we've talked about this summer.
Okay.
So, sorry, I still got nothing to say. I'm like, no, wait, you've been so.
I knew that was a lie.
But otherwise, I'd like to boast that to the court that she is walking the walk.
Okay. All right. So first I'm going to sentence you, then I'm going to preach at you. So the sentencing is I'm going to adopt in full the recommendations of the probation department. I'm going to put you on for 12 months, 40 hours community service. Everything that was in that is recommendations are now court ordered. Fines and costs $1,300. Can you pay that today? All right.
Yeah.
Yep. They'll tell you what your options are downstairs. All right. So here's, I'm going to preach. I'm getting really preachy today. I apologize to all of you. But you're court ordered, so you're stuck with it. Your blood alcohol level, I think, is the highest I've ever seen. I know it's the highest I've seen in a long, long time because I don't remember a higher one. At a 0.35, if you would have been in a car accident and they took you to the hospital and your blood level came in at 0.35, they would have admitted you. Because at 0.35 is when your involuntary muscle groups can just say, screw it, we're not working anymore. You know what those muscles are? Your heart and lung. So you're literally at 0.35 medically is when you're in danger of your heart and your lungs saying, screw it, we're out. You were there, you were past there, you were 5 times the legal limit. Now I'm telling you all that not to make you feel bad. That's not, I'm not doing it that. I'm telling you that because I want you to have the right mindset as you go into this probation. I put people on probation not as punishment, but because I determined, and I can do that. I've determined there's some behavior that needs to change. So one of the things we've ordered for you is substance abuse evaluation and or treatment. I don't want you to walk into that with the idea, Oakley's making me do this, I'm just going to do it and get it over with. I want you to walk into that with the idea with, I'm here, what can it teach me about me?
And that's why I'm making the change now.
And that was very, very tail wagging when he said you got 78 days of sobriety. Okay, that's a pretty good start. But I want you to hear my heart. And I noticed that you told her that you thought you were a social drinker. You've got an alcohol problem because alcohol has caused you huge problems. And you and I could spend the next hour and talk about all the damage that's happened in your life, and alcohol was at the bottom of it, right? Okay, that's an alcohol problem, right? Okay. So I hope, hopefully that flips a switch in your head. If it needed to be switched, if it needed to be flipped, it flips it, and just go into this with the idea, I'm doing it to stay out of trouble, right? I'm going to do what Oakley told me because I don't want Oakley to put me in jail.
Save my life.
Then I'm done talking. Have a good day.
No, Your Honor, we appreciate that and thank
Yes, we
you.
do.
Of clients, I know that this is being received. Nothing.
Good. Good. Appreciate it. Good luck to you. What's next?
All right, Your Honor, we're ready for, I got the name right on this one, William Woods. Did not mispronounce this one.
It's not Woodis? Tell him it's Woodis.
If you say Woods, I'm gonna lose. All right, okay. Please state your name for the record, good sir.
William Woods.
Start talking while I find it.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on behalf of Mr. William Woods for today's date and time, sentencing on this, matter. We did get.
Officer Kroba would be up here finding these files for me.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
No worries, Your Honor. So that, recommendation that you,
Got it.
nothing to change. Actually, everything on there was accurate. We've got no issues with that. I think we would make note of, Your Honor, is as to the, I'm sorry, I got the wrong. My computer just did. 1 second. Okay, there it is. We're not asking for any necessarily modifications or changes to what the recommendations are, but as to number 7 with the work program.
Yep.
My client does have a couple of medical conditions that I think we just would want to make the program aware of the days that he shows up.
Are you on any official restrictions?
Like medically, they tell you like you should not do it.
Like your doctor said, don't lift more than 40 pounds or anything?
I don't believe so. I
Okay.
have sensory issues.
Okay.
So it's more as.
That-
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you have to bring restrictions, but that's the best way for us to do it because we can look at your restrictions and say, yeah, we can fit that.
Documentation.
Agree with that.
Yeah.
That, so really for his first day of the work program, he would just need to bring that with.
I'd rather have him present it. He can email it to Mr. Rowley before he starts his schedule.
That way you guys. have
Yeah, because if I don't want him to come in here and we decide no, and then that's somebody else that couldn't have that slot.
Good one.
So schedule your days, share the information with Mr. Rowley, and then she might reach out and say, no, we got a better option for you. We don't know until we see the details. Go ahead.
Otherwise, my client stands before this court humbled and I think you want to say anything before you.
You don't have to.
I didn't get something wrong. I understand it. I'm gonna make a difference on it. It's not something that I'm gonna look at as a mistake or I'm gonna make an example of changing.
Good.
Said it better, Your Honor. That's what we needed there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, sentence is 12 months on probation. I'm adopting in full items 1 through 11. That includes the 8 days on the court work program that we just talked about. Total on the fines and costs, $1,500. Pay it in full downstairs or ask them what your options are and they'll give you all the options. Now, short lecture for you. Did you listen to what I told the guy about ACEs?
My mother wrote that down.
All right. You're at a 4. Okay. Do your research. Okay. I'm telling you, I get so excited about that whole body evidence because it was mind blowing when I first got into it. They've actually got studies, years long studies about how your ACEs scores and based on your ACE scores, the prediction for your life. For example, I'm going to make stuff up because my memory's doesn't work that well. But for example, if you have 8, you're 5 times more likely to have problems with substance abuse in your lifetime. You're 4 times more likely to have a cancer. These are directly related to your physical health. I mean, it's amazing stuff. What these studies, the results of these studies. And that's why like I told the guy in front of you, I want you to read this stuff because I'm going to suggest to you, you're a young guy. You're 23, second drunk driving. Okay. I'm going to suggest to you that you're probably headed for a lot of bad shit coming down the road. The path I see you on, okay? I think that if you had a better understanding of what makes you tick, and I think looking into the ACES body of evidence will help you have a lot of aha moments, right? Because I think you're gonna read some of the stuff and you're gonna remember an incident where you did something and you're like, what the hell did I do that for?
Yeah, good point.
And I think one of the most important things you have to understand before you can make changes is why you're where you're at, right? You got to know how you got here if you want to change where you're at.
Correct. It's a reflection moment.
Lots of them, lots of them. And you heard what I told the lady about, as you go into this probation and do everything I tell you to do because you don't want to go to jail, which is a good motivator. Go into it with the attitude that this is for you, not to you. All right.
My client's got the position forward looking at the very got a map of the Secretary of State 257, 258 forms. So instead of looking at probation as a punishment, we've talked about using that as an incentive to put together that resume for the Secretary.
So he can get his license
So
back.
he can get your license back.
Yep. Yep.
I think it's gonna be great. So, your license,
not.
they're gonna have you be, I think, did you find, you already issued fines?
I thought I did.
500
1,500.
or 1,500.
So you're good to go. Send them on down.
It'll
Yep.
be, we have to do fingerprint order,
Oh, so stick around. We got to give you a piece of paper. Where's he got to go for prints?
same place.
MSP? All right. So we'll give him a notice.
You take it in the.
You got any more?
One more, sir.
Name?
It's gonna be Damari Filson.
Filson.
Come on, Mr. Filson. Your Honor, Mr. Filson will be joining me at the podium momentarily. He and I did have a chance to also review the PSI. We have no factual deletions or corrections.
Or delicious.
Off the record today. So I want to thank Mr. Filson. I originally reached out for, I believe, about maybe doing this on Zoom. He's
Yeah, I saw
a
that.
truck driver. He got himself all the way through some really nasty stuff, going about 20. So we're glad he's here safely. With that being said, please take.
Glad you're here.
Your Honor, as I've stated, nothing to change. I do want to do a brief allocution. I know it's getting late in the day, but I think there's a couple things that are really important. I know we talked a lot at the plea on this case. You looked at the individual, what the kind of facts were. It was a child in common between.
Let me stop you. Miss Bart, go ahead and activate your camera and unmute. I just want to let you know she's here.
Go ahead, Mr. Adams.
You're
Thank you.
going back to the underlying facts of the case. This is, again, some folks who have a child in common. There was a lot of factors that, kind of played into what was happening between the two of them. What I can say is that in the time I've worked with Mr. Filson, I don't think we've had any ongoing issues. There hasn't been anything since the initiation of the case that presented as problematic. I do think that the recommendation under 771 to the 12 months of probation makes sense in this matter. We would ask the court.
This is under 771?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah, it's a HIDA, I believe.
Oh, Haida?
Yes.
Hang on and make sure I get that right. So that actually we can ask previously, it would actually be sealed. It's tight. Not hold. Okay. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I told my client earlier it was 771, so it's actually.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, we're not trying to, in any way, I guess, push off the requests and the conditions of probation, but I do want my client to be set up for success. One of the things that jumped out was condition number 9. So my client right now is subjected to random drug and alcohol screenings as a long haul truck driver.
Right.
Sometimes it could be in a couple in a week. Sometimes it could be test you 2 in a week and then you go a month or 2.
Let me stop you. I know where you're going. Is that something that you could share with us? Your employer, when they test you, do they give you any paperwork?
No, if you fail, you're gonna lose your CDL.
No. I understand that, but that doesn't do me any good because I don't know if they tested you. So I won't make you test if you can get it set up with work that they'll let us know that you tested. So if we can get documented, and it's got to be fairly real time. It can't be like 3 weeks after you've tested, they let us know. You follow me? But if we can get, for example, if we get a notice that says in the last 48 hours he's tested and he's tested clean, I'm not going to make you test.
Yeah, I can do that anytime I get tested, but it's brand new, so it's not gonna be like.
No. I understand that. Right. But that way, if she comes to me and says, Judge, you put him on probation 60 days ago and we haven't seen anything about anybody testing him, then you're going to probably have to start testing for me.
So if your random's been really random, you've gone months and there hasn't been a random at your work, then they say, hey, we need one out of you. We
Right.
need one out of you.
Right.
But
You follow me? I'm going to try not to have you test today for us and tomorrow for them.
well, actually, he did want to say, he said, please tell the judge right now. I'm ready. You know, I can test.
Well, well, that's great. That'll be one that she doesn't have to worry about.
So,
Yeah.
that was one of my biggest concerns, obviously. The other one is his average, time away from Michigan ranges right between 30 to 60 days.
It's all right. I'm assuming you can give us some documentation. For example, if she sets you up with a reporting probation March 1st, and you know that, 2 days before that, they're sending you to California, then just contact her and say, look, here's what I got. This is my run, and just set up a new date. Communication is the way you stay out of trouble with probation. Communicate, communicate, communicate. And she's got email. You can send her an email from anywhere at any time of day or night. Right? So just keep in contact with her.
Only last remaining concern we would have had on that one, Your Honor, would be, it's actually the availability of the work program days versus, I know the preference would always be to do the work program versus community service, but I don't know if community service in this instance with kind of any nonprofit anywhere in the country, it could be California, or it could be as he's traveling from spots. I don't even have extra time to be doing any community service on those, but I didn't know if that was something we could maybe entertain of modifying part of it or all of it to a non.
Well, let me ask you a question. In the last 3 weeks, how much of that time have you been outside of Michigan? Yeah.
Last 3 weeks?
Yeah, I don't care about him. Okay. All right.
Get back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, like, yes, Kim, that suggestion yesterday before yesterday.
He just got back yesterday. That was kind of our.
I'll tell you what, I'll hold off on work program for 90 days. Let's see where he's at with everything else we're telling him to do. And then we'll talk again. All right? Okay. Anything else?
I'll shut up. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Mr. Filson, anything you want to add? Okay. Miss Bard, is there anything you want to add before I sentence?
No.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Bart, I don't want this to sound like criticism, but I wish you were here. So you're not here. No, that's all right. I didn't tell you you had to be here, so I'm not mad or anything. I wish you were here because I'd like to be looking you both in the face when I give you a lecture. Son or daughter? Your child. You see, you two have a child together. Son or daughter?
A son.
How old?
8 months.
All right. You two, please, for all that is holy, would you listen to me? You guys made a baby together. You got to love that baby more than you're mad at each other. You're stuck with each other for another 17 years and 4 months. Figure out how to get along. Do you have anything officially from front of the court as far as visitation, support, all that stuff? Okay.
Like I said, I think Mrs. Bard may have a little information. Mr. Filson said he really wasn't sure on court dates or like with the.
Do you have a process started, Ms. Bart?
Yes.
Okay, so at some point, you're going to have a formal visitation order, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, you're on the road all the time. You drink coffee? You got to treat her, regardless of what's going on, you got to treat her as civilly as you treat your barista. You hearing me? Okay? You guys made a baby together. You owe it. What's his name?
Artist.
Arliss? You owe it to Arliss to get along because at some point that little boy is going to be playing ball somewhere and you don't want him to decide, does mom get to come to this game today or dad? Do you? Do you want to put that on him? Mom? You don't want to put that on him, do you? You're going to have 2 birthday parties because you guys can't show up at the same Chuck E. Cheese. Do they still have Chuck E. Cheese?
Think so.
You guys got to be able to co-parent that little boy for 18 years. Figure out what you got to do to make that happen. But honestly, if you were in front of me right now, I'd probably order you to get some counseling too, because you guys need help on how to parent together. I mean, parenting is hard when you're in a relationship with somebody. So for you guys that aren't together anymore, to parent together, you need help. I'd really suggest you get some professional help doing that. I'm ordering stuff. You've seen the recommendations, right? Okay. So what I want you to do is go into all that stuff with the idea, how does this make me a better dad? Because I don't want you guys, because listen, people, I've dealt with the cases where for 18 years, mom and dad couldn't even say hello to each other without something becoming a fist fight. Don't be those parents. That little boy deserves so much more. All right, I'm done. I can sleep better tonight. Good luck, Miss Bart. Good luck on probation.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I have nothing for the court at this time.
Counsel, who you got?
Mr. Vargo,
Vargo, I got Vargo. I saw that. I don't know where it's at.
Then I have a Hill
I got it. What's the next one?
Van will be the next one.
Hill, H-I?
Hill.
Got it. All right. Talk to me about Mr. Vargo.
Good afternoon, QMP 64917 on behalf of Mr. Vargo, saying to my left, Mr. Vargo, please state your name, sir. Your Honor, here today for a show cause. The allegations are we owe some money and apparently have some missed dates on the work program. I believe 3, is that correct? Missed dates. As it relates to the payment.
Yeah, that's what I showed. Two days owed.
It's the payment portion, Your Honor. My understanding, he made a payment today.
How much?
That may be paid soon. It was $180.
All right. So before that payment, I think you owed us $652. That's what my notes show, and that's from the 21st. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
As it relates to those 2 days in the work program, Your Honor, we're having a difficult time with transportation. Defendant does not have a license, resides within the city limits of Detroit. It's $77 one way to get out here with it. I'm asking for consideration of maybe changing those from work program to community service, even if it's additional community service to prevent that $77 one way trip or just the time to get out here. I believe he's been compliant other than that.
You working, sir?
Yes,
Where do you work?
started at
Amazon? When?
today, I believe,
When's the last time you worked?
we can have to go.
Where at?
Katie,
What?
it's how about one of
What do they do?
car parts, buggy car parts,
How long were you there?
probably for about 3 months.
Where were you at before that?
Webasto roofing systems,
How long were you there?
probably for about 4.5 months.
What's the problem?
I get jobs through temp services, and then on top of that, I kind of don't even want to do the line of work that I'm in.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Nursing? You in school?
No, I'm not testing into school though.
Where?
There's a state university, they got a nursing program or something.
So what's the end result? Like an RN or practical nurse? What?
Right, to be honest.
All right, what's stopping you from the program? Why? Motivation?
I'm not really even motivation, just trying to clean up on my license, then trying to get like custody to see my daughter, then
How old's your daughter?
she's like 6.5, 7, and 8.
Mhm.
So
What's wrong with your license? What do you need to do?
pay a lot of tickets.
Where are your tickets at? Are they all over?
They're all over. Typically, I've acquired these tickets twice. One to see my daughter, she has something. Then I get tickets here and there, either coming to work or going from.
Okay.
To work.
All right. This is going to sound like I'm putting salt in the wound, and I don't mean to do that. But the reality is, if you can't drive legally, you should be a better driver. Because you've never been stopped because the cop saw you and said, oh, he don't have a license.
Like car.
What's wrong with the car you're driving?
My liquor and that's or something.
But once again, then buy a beater. I'm telling you. I've been in this job for 28 years. I've never had anybody stand in front of me with a drove while license suspended charge and they got stopped because they were, why, yes, I have. Sometimes the cop knows you, right? But it's almost always they were speeding, they ran a stop sign. Suspended drivers are the worst drivers. And trust me, brother, listen, I know we don't live in Chicago, right? I know sometimes you got to drive because you got obligations and you got to drive. Then drive well. You got a chance to get away with it if you're a good driver. I'm not saying you should drive when you're suspended, but I understand the reality. Some people feel that they have to. This building has already spent more resources on you and your little rinky-dink fail to display a valid license ticket than some of the major cases we have. And here we are. You still haven't done what we told you to do. And I gave you a break when I only charged you $400. So we must have had a conversation at sentencing that made me feel for you, because almost always this is a $500 fines and cost charge. I'll be honest, when I read this piece of paper today, I'm like, well, he's going to do his work program in jail today. Because we provide transportation for that. And then I can close the damn file, at least that end of it. You got any criminal history? Felonies? So not the kind of stuff that's costing you jobs? How old are you? 29. I am so tired of dealing with these young guys that just, oh. Man, you should be 4 or 5 years into a career by now.
I have a few years in the roofing, but I had a roofing injury. November 2024. And that kind of spooked me with the officer.
Oh, I don't, dude, I've done a lot of roofing. I can give you all kinds of reasons why I wouldn't pick that as a career. But you gotta get something, man. What's your daughter's name? Ava. Man. I got a daughter. I know you got all kinds of dreams what you want to do for that little girl. I know you do. Are you on track to make it happen? How? Dude, I just went through your last 3 jobs. The last one lasted less than 5 months. The longest one. Your plan ain't working, brother. And I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm trying to wake you up. Your plan ain't working. Is what's stopping you from the nursing program is transportation? And that's all a money thing. Counsel, you familiar with any of those Clean Start programs?
On the 36th district court, we actually talked about that a little bit. It sounds like he's got a little bit out of 36th district, but
Any little bit helps.
he's got some in Westland. I don't believe that's part of the program. So, yeah, he's got some that he can get some help with, it looks like, Judge, but I haven't seen his record, but.
How much do you pay us today? 180? So that leaves a balance of 472. Mr. Varga, believe it or not, I'm up here racking my brain trying to figure out a way, some way I can help. Man, I just hate to see where you're at. When are you coming back again, counsel?
I believe the 12th, no, February.
February 12th? Go to the Secretary of State. Ask them to give you a printout of all the stuff you got to clean up to get your license back. Bring that back on the 12th. Because if I'm hearing you correctly, that's the major thing right now that's holding you back from moving forward. Am I right or am I wrong? All right. So maybe you bring that information, because right now we don't have enough information. Maybe if you bring that information back, the three of us can come up with some kind of plan. Because, I mean, I'll call Westland. I mean, I know the judges in Westland. I'll call the judges in Westland and try to get them to work with you if we can come up with some kind of a plan. I'm not saying they'll listen to me, but I'm saying I'll try. Man, I want to help you make all Ava's dreams come true. And you can't do that 3 months here and 2 months there, and then a month between that job and the other job. You got to start building. And I love the idea of a nursing career. You know, male nurses, they write their own schedule. I mean, those little females are pretty good at horsing those bodies around, but man, they get a guy in there with some muscle on him. They love to have a male nurse on staff. All right, we'll see you in February. Good luck. Counsel, what's next?
Last one, Hill Van.
Come on up.
Good afternoon, I'm Tim PDD 64917 here today on behalf of Ms. Hill Van approaching from my left, ma'am, please state your name.
Jasmine.
Judge, you're here again today for a show cause related specifically, I believe, to the food program. Allegedly has everything done. Not work program.
Community service.
It's got proof of it right here.
All right. Yeah, let me have it. Yeah. Are you on a payment plan for the money? So for the money you owe us, are you on a payment plan?
I just spoke to a lady, she said the other day, just leave service, the money is not what you need to pay.
No. That don't mean you don't owe us any money. That means today's thing was about the community service. Right. So my question is, you don't have a payment plan? Okay. So while I'm looking at this, what's your plan to take care of the $685? And this is no good at all. You were told it's got to be on letterhead so we can confirm it.
When I told her about the letter.
I don't care what you were told on that. I'm just telling you, it's got to be on. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know how else I can say. I don't care. We can't confirm that that's real. Your sister on her word processor could have put that together. We can't confirm that. That's why we tell people it's got to be on the letterhead, the official letterhead from the charitable organization. That has their name, their phone number, their address. We can put them in a computer. We can check to see it's a legitimate charity. We can see that they're in good standing with the state of Michigan. We can do our due diligence. We can't do anything with that. Okay. Did you know you owed $685? You were sentenced on both those files. At some point, one of the judges in the black robe told you how much you owed. Well, no, one was $240 and one was $445.
People working on that except as soon as possible.
How much?
I feel like What, as today?
No, you said you can do a payment plan. I'm asking you how much. What's your plan? What's your payment plan? What do you want to do? How much? How often? When can you start? Listen to me. How much? How often? When can you start?
I can pay the fee, but I can start off with like $50. Like,
How much? 50. How often? When you're to start? 3 questions to answer.
2 weeks and then I can start like in the next week. That's something.
Can you read the calendar? Okay, so this week is the 30th, right? No. 23rd. So pick a Friday. Next week is the 30th. Following week is the 6th. When you want your first one?
The week of just 6th of February.
That's not in the next 2 weeks. That's a month. Where did you do your charity work?
Church off in Omega. Holy Baptist Church, but then they also have the all 4 season program that meets like the homeless and gives like.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so go back to them and say, the judge needs official letterhead. I don't care if it's from the Four Seasons place or the church, but something, both of them, I'm sure the church is a nonprofit and Four Seasons probably will be too. So how much time do you need to get new paperwork?
I would say about the same time.
No, I'm not giving you a month to find out we still got a problem. Okay, well, what prevents you from going there in the next 2 days and emailing it to her? Okay, where are you working at?
About $11.
Where are you working at? What is it?
Michigan, it's like a facility, nursing facility.
Where are they at? Oh, just city-wise. I don't care the address. Where are they? Now I do want to know where they're at because I never heard of them. Is it like a group home? Oh, okay. That's all right. That's all right. All right. So Park Village is not a good address anymore? Good mailer? Okay. All right. Well, it sounded like you were almost homeless. So is that they're getting ready to evict you?
The 24th, I'm paying to pay them.
Okay. So you're behind on your rent. All right. So go downstairs, talk to Mr. Taylor, tell him you have housing issues, and he'll give you a name for somebody right next door at Wayne Metro that might be able to help you. I'm not making any guarantees, but he'll give you a good contact name and number. All right. Have you been to court on that case?
Yes.
Do you have a judgment against you? All right. Because some of the programs, they need to see the judgment because that puts you up at the top of the list.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Make sure you get Ms. Trolley's email address when you walk out of here. All right. So call the church, tell them what you need, and have them email it to you and her so you know that it was sent to her. All right. Then you can send her an email and say, did you get that? Is the judge satisfied with it? And we might be able to avoid you coming back. All right.
I'm sorry about that as well.
Listen, I understand you're up against it. I think one of the most common problems I see here with people that are getting in trouble is a lot of people have a hard time prioritizing, right? When they got a bunch of stuff coming at them all at once, sometimes nothing gets any attention because they're overwhelmed, right? I think one of the most important adulting skills we learn is how to triage and understand what has to be taken care of first. Okay. And I'm not going to suggest to you that this case is it, but it might be just because I'm probably the only problem you've got that can put you in jail. I'm not suggesting I'm going to, but I'm just saying court stuff should be pretty high at your list of priorities, because if the court puts you in jail, then everything else crumbles because you can't work, you can't pay your rent, you can't, all those other things that are pressuring for, need attention from you. That didn't sound very encouraging, but I'm trying to encourage you. I understand you got a lot going on. Sometimes you just got to take a deep breath And sometimes it helps if you talk to somebody about everything that's going on, because they can help you, because they can stand back where you can't. They can stand back objectively and help you prioritize. If you don't have those people in your life, cultivate them. And that's the other thing. How many do you have anybody that you shared all your pressures with? Well, if you're not sharing it with your therapist, you're not getting your money's worth out of your therapist. Your therapist should know every one of the hot button items you're dealing with, because they're a perfect person to help you prioritize. Right? So one last thing, I'll let you go. When you find yourself in a hole, you know the first thing you have to do? Well, that's a good thing. Put your shovel down. Don't dig. Okay. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people. They're in a hole because they're overwhelmed. And in essence, they keep digging because they're not taking care of anything because they're just overwhelmed. So yeah, I'm a prayer. So I encourage you to do that. You got a pastor? Sweetheart, sit down with your pastor or somebody else at the church and say, I'm having trouble doing life, because that's what's going on right now. And everybody you talk to, well, I'm assuming your pastor's older and wiser than you are, right? So sit down with a pastor. Man, I'll tell you what, I would love it if my pastor called me and said, look, I got a young guy that's having trouble doing life. You need to meet with him on a regular basis. Somebody in your church would love to pour into you by sitting down with you on a regular basis and just say, honey, let me help you do life. Will you ask for help? Do it then. Court order. Court order. You're going to ask for help before Monday. Why'd I give you until Monday? No, because you're going to go to church Sunday. You got till Monday to ask for help. All right. And I will say this, I'd rather you meet with your pastor, but sweetheart, I love to tell people how to live. You come back, if you can't find anybody else, you come back to me and I'll tell you what to do. Deal? Okay, good luck. And I'm not going to put you in jail. Who are these folks? What do they got?
Fortunately, they were the ones that kind of came to volunteer early, and then I took to go to Lockett's, they kind of were. Yeah.
So are they ready to come up? Give me a name. W-A?
ITK
Gotcha, Sean. All right, Mr. Wakus, you're going forward today without an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
I've got a April 21, 25 drinking and driving file. Let's see what the paperwork says. You were here in November for a violation of probation hearing.
Mhm. Yes.
Told you to come back. We talk about your medical marijuana, right?
I've been clean. You told me to get clean and I stayed clean.
You did your alcohol class. You did your work program. Remind me, Mr. Wakus, excuse me, why are you using medical marijuana, or why do you want to use medical marijuana?
Physical pain, my arthritis, I've been out of the in the junkyard industry for 10 years, throwing my body around.
How do you get the THC in your system?
I usually smoke and I use compound, but I've been refraining to use it because I don't know if it'll get into my blood system to make it to where I was drug testing with it.
When you say you're using a compound, yeah, THC
Yeah.
balm.
Yeah.
Right, right. And that works for you?
Yeah. It did in the past. I've been.
I'm okay with that, but I don't want you smoking.
Yeah.
I would prefer you not to smoke. I'm not going to know because THC is THC. The test won't tell me how it got in your system. I just think that's a healthier way to get the THC in your body. Is smoking more effective?
Goes right to.
It's quicker.
Yeah, it's quicker to get the things done.
All right.
But everything else then is done now that you recommended.
No, you're in full compliance. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to let you use your medical marijuana card. I'm going to encourage you to try the lotions before you smoke. If the lotions aren't getting it done, do what you got to do.
Oh, okay.
Got it? Clarification?
Huh?
You need any clarification? Okay. How much longer we got him on probation?
He is on until September 11th.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Ma'am, what's your name? I'm sorry, last name? Are you saying better like B, like boy?
It's the whole sign. Because BOA.
B.
Boy. Yes. I'm sorry.
I got a Bradley, I got a Brown.
Violation of probation side? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what that is anymore. I got a Marco Bonacea. I don't think I got another B. You got any paperwork, Mr. Rowling?
I do, would you like to bring this up?
Yeah. I got a whole stack of Napier files. Yeah, I don't think I got them. She can hear all the ones, you know, sure. All right, so how do you say it, Betcher? Yeah,
It's supposed to have 2,000 on it.
gotcha. Yeah, umlaut. That's an umlaut. Yeah, I married a German. That's the only reason I know that. All right, so Mr. Ole, is she a drinking and driving charge?
Yeah.
When did we put you on probation?
September. No, 2025.
All right. Thank you. Was it in that stack?
I didn't want to answer that.
I went through that stack twice. Here, give that back down. All right, so Mr. Ole, we're good on everything except for the positive test 12-6?
Yes, Journal, and she did admit right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
She has been very honest and very
Mhm.
forthcoming throughout this entire.
I paid off my fines today too.
Yeah, you're completely on track, except for the testing. Are you working? Where are you working?
Days a week now, in Party Store.
Where at?
Jay's food shop in Dearborn Heights, or Dearborn.
Okay. Yeah, you're living in Dearborn Heights too, right?
There are two students.
Nice. All right, Mr. Rowley, back on?
One additional day on the working program for that husband. Back on reporting.
Got that?
Yes.
Okay, good luck, Ms. Betcher.
And I do bail.
Yeah, yeah. Back to Mr. Rowley.
Sign both of them.
I probably can. So how's our 3-day girl? How's our 3-day girl doing?
There's a bullet band here, just getting her now. I don't understand the questions.
Did you think about it? Miss Upchurch?
It was in his stare. Why are you gonna keep that?
Because you should have thought earlier if necessary.
Any questions?
3-day jail.
Do all? No. I beat my cat. That's my feeling of it.
But you get people all over.
I don't even have a cat.
I just irritated you. Just do that.
Why? Why'd you say that?
Some of the people.
Oh my God, she didn't even see any bad ones.
And so it gets worse.